morning. I have a question. So I've been, hearing more about burnout. So is burnout a toxic narrative or is that an actual psychological, physical experience?
Yeah, so I believe from my personal perspective, when I used to practice as a clinical psychologist, for example, that was something that was very popular in the field to talk about preventing clinical burnout. And when I was in the field so with that particular field, there's an issue of boundaries, making sure that you don't carry the weight of somebody else's emotional or relationship challenges. And that is why that field is not for everybody. I think that to have a natural ability for compassion means that you're drawn to something like that, a natural ability for empathy. However, there's still a responsibility to cultivate those practices of boundaries. Here's just a specific example that one of the phenomenon was that when you would be in a 50-minute therapy session, that your client would drop a bomb on you at like minute 49, right? Like that was just this phenomenon. And you had to be able to committed to practice. Okay, that sounds really important. Let's start off with that next time, as opposed to stretching those boundaries. So to answer your question in a convoluted way, I think the reason that people get burned out is one of two things. Either they're pursuing something that they are not passionate about, that maybe is not their terrifying longing, that maybe is not their that path that's in them to follow, or two, it is in them to follow, but they have not practiced the diligent effort of maintaining, setting forth those what ifs of what if this happens, how do I navigate this? How do I have a responsibility? How do I steward this gift that I've been given? Because stewarding that means having discipline and disciplining ourselves. And I think that prevents burnout and again, keeps us focused on our yes, not on our what we need to say no to. That's the other thing, and when we talk about people, the messaging around burnout is you got to say no to this, you got to say no to this. And I think if we're more focused, like David Brooks said in his New York Times article, if we're more focused like a child on everything yes, all things yes, that fit with this terrifying longing, I think we would experience less burnout.